Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, dear students, to our science class. Today is Wednesday, and the date is 7th of October. Our topic today is really interesting. Are you ready, guys? Show me your thumbs up if you're ready. Okay. Let's start.
Our class was on a field trip to the museum.
You can hear the
In
voice.
this hall, we saw fossils from organisms that lived many years ago. I used to think that all fossils were dinosaur bones, but our guide explained that fossils can be things other than bones. Click the highlighted areas to learn more about each fossil. When you are done, click the next arrow to continue learning about fossils.
Okay, which fossil you want to learn about? Tell me, Sif, tell me, which fossil you want to learn about?
I want to learn about
This one?
a dinosaur fossil.
Okay, do you want to start with this
Also,
one, or this one, or this one?
I want to start off by that huge rock.
This one?
Yep.
Okay, we will start with this huge rock. Okay.
Have you ever left footprints in the sand or mud? If you went back the next day, the footprints probably wouldn't still be there. These dinosaur footprints were found in Bolivia, which is in South America, and were made many years ago. I am amazed that they were preserved for so long. I wonder if something was chasing this dinosaur when it ran in this mud.
Okay, so this is a footprint of a dinosaur.
I was surprised to learn that this wasn't a dinosaur at all. It is a saber-toothed tiger. It lived after the dinosaurs, but it is still really old. Even though it is just bones now, I can imagine how scary it would have been with those long teeth. Ouch!
So this is not a dinosaur, but it lived after dinosaur, still so old and scary with those long teeth. Yes, even me, I got scared.
This was my favorite fossil. It is a fossil of a dinosaur egg. We had fun imagining a little dinosaur hatching. I was just glad it wasn't a T-Rex.
Wow, so this is a fossil of an egg? Wow, how interesting is that? Let's see what we have next.
Welcome to the lesson, What are Fossils? In this lesson, you'll learn about fossils and how they form. You'll also find out what they can tell us about Earth's history. The vocabulary words for this lesson are dinosaur, extinct, and fossil. Click each word to find out more about it.
Yes, yeah, Abdurrahman.
Miss,
Yes.
I watch dinosaur film. I watch.
You watch a movie about dinosaur? Nice. I would love to watch a movie about dinosaur. Okay, my dear Abdurrahman, what's a fossil? Do you know what is a fossil? Okay, do you want to know about fossil and what is a fossil? Hi, Abdurrahman.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. So guys, this is a dinosaur skeleton. Wow, look how it looks very scary. Now let's see.
Did you know that fossils are what is left of plants and animals that lived long ago? This fossil came from a giant shark called the megalodon that may have been longer than 3 great white sharks put together.
A megalodon. Okay, what is fossil? From what you saw, guys. What is fossil, ya Hamza?
Fossil.
Read.
Fossil are what is left of plants and animals that lived long ago.
Excellent. So fossils are what is left of plants and animal that lived long ago. So if you find leftovers from long time ago, these are fossils. Now again, ya Saud, my lovely Saud, what are fossils? Unmute your microphone and read for me, ya Saud. Please tell me, what are fossils?
They are giant dinosaur skeletons.
Okay, they are dead. That's right, but it's not a skeleton. We can't call it a skeleton. We call it leftovers. Leftovers from animals or plants that they lived long time ago, very long time ago. Okay, it must be very long time ago. Now let's see, what do we have next? Please, Saud, stop playing with the emojis.
Fossils can form in different ways. Click each picture to find out more.
Now, before we see
Did
the
you know that
fossils,
fossils are what is left
what is this fossil? This fossil of who? Listen again.
of plants and animals that lived long ago? This fossil came from a giant shark called the megalodon.
Now, this fossil came from who? From who? Yeah, Ahmed. No, Amir. Amir. This fossil came from who?
I don't know.
Yes, you know. Hattan, try. Hattan. From where?
Shark.
Shark. Excellent. A shark. What do you call this shark, ya Hattan?
A megalodon.
Yes, excellent. And a megalodon is a very big shark. Giant. It's really giant and huge. Yes, Sif.
And the megalodon is also a very strong shark.
Yes,
It's
it
also
is
big.
very. Do you love shark too?
I like them.
I love sharks. Okay, let's see. What do we have next?
Fossils can form in different ways. Click each picture to find out more.
Okay, now we want to find out, how do they form? How do they become fossils? Let's see.
Fossils help us learn about plants, animals, and other things that lived long ago, like the dinosaur. Dinosaurs were animals that lived on Earth millions of years ago. Dinosaurs are extinct. This means that none of them are living anymore. This fossil is an imprint of a dinosaur's foot. The fossil is not actually the dinosaur's foot. It's hardened mud that the dinosaur stepped in.
Now, Ismail.
Yeah.
Okay, you raised the hand. What do you need, my boy? You want to answer?
That's answer of the shark.
Oh, you want to answer about the shark. Now let me ask you a question and give me an answer if you know. Okay? You can try? Good.
Okay.
Now, a fossil is something that left over from animals that they lived long time ago, very long time ago. Is the footprint over here is a dinosaur foot, or what do you call it?
A dinosaur foot?
This is a footprint. Is it a dinosaur leg or only a footprint?
A footprint.
Excellent. It's just a footprint. Okay. Did he step in so strong to make this footprint?
No.
Yes, he did, my boy. Or how else the rock will be like this, digged in? So he stepped very hard to make his fossil. He didn't mean to, but this is a fossil from his foot. Now let's see the second one. This is about dinosaur. Scientists were able to learn about it and know that is a dinosaurs. Now let's see.
This is a fossil of the remains of a fish. The fish was covered with sand and mud in the ocean. Later, the fish became part of the rock that formed from the sand and mud. Because we have this fossil, scientists can tell that this fish lived long ago. If we find a fish fossil on land, this tells scientists that the area where the fossil was found was once covered by water.
Wow. So this is a fossil of a fish. This is what lived from the fish. So long time ago, there were over here water and fishes and everything. This fish died on this rock and stayed long time ago. When it's everything fade away, this is what left from the fish. This is what left. So it becomes covered with sand and everything. Now it shaped the rock as the shape of the fish. Let's see about the third one.
There are many ways that a fossil can form. Sometimes animals can get trapped in tree sap or ice. This insect was trapped.
So there are not only one way to form a fossil. Listen, this is the first one. Some animals can be trapped in an ice. See, this fly is trapped inside in an ice. It can't move and it will stay long time over here. Let's see what will happen to it.
Trapped in the soft sap of a tree. The sap hardened with the insect's body still in it.
Yes, يا عبد الإله. Yes, عبد الإله.
I can go bathroom.
Of course, you can go bathroom. Yes, sure. Yes, يا عبد الرحمن. Yes, يا عبد الرحمن.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
عبد الرحمن.
We watched the video of the dinosaur and the dinosaur is so big.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Again, can you ask the question again?
We watched a dinosaur movie and gorilla.
You mean that they are the same? The dinosaur and gorilla?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you watched the movie of the dinosaur and gorilla?
Yeah, but not
Is it
together.
hung?
Huh?
Is it hung? What does it called? Or Kong? You don't know. Okay, Abdurrahman. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Abdurrahman. Now let's see the final.
A soft plant can change to rock over time. Here, wood from long ago slowly turned to rock over a long.
So this was a plant? This was a plant long time ago? Now it changed to a rock? Wow. This is one way to form a fossil. I'm amazed. Let's see how it did form.
Long time.
So let's see again.
Fossils can form in different ways. Click each picture to find out more.
So this is the first way.
Fossils help us learn about plants, animals, and other things that lived long ago, like the dinosaur. Dinosaurs were animals that lived on Earth millions of years ago. Dinosaurs are extinct. This means that none of them are living anymore. This fossil is an imprint of a dinosaur's foot. The fossil is not actually the dinosaur's foot. It's hardened mud that the dinosaur stepped in.
So Number 1, fossils help us to learn about animals and plants in the past. It's all about animals who are extinct. Extinct means that they are not living anymore again. Now, the first one was the first way to form a fossil is from a footprint or imprint in the mud. This is mud. Okay, let's see the second way.
This is a fossil of the remains of a fish. The fish was covered with sand and mud in the ocean. Later, the fish became part of the rock that formed from the sand and mud. Because we have this fossil, scientists can tell that this fish lived long ago. If we find a fish fossil on land, this tells scientists that the area where the fossil was found was once covered by water.
Okay, now this tells us how did the fish died. The fish died because it was covered by mud and what? And sand. Mud and sand. The fish was covered by mud and sand on the rock. Then when it's died, it faded away, and this is what left over from the fish. When you see a fossil of fish on a rock, it can tell you that this area was full of water and fishes. Now let's see the third way. So the first one is about making an imprint in a mud or covered by mud and sand and dying on a rock and making a fossil. The third one is...
There are many ways that a fossil can form. Sometimes animals can get trapped in tree sap or ice. This insect was trapped in the soft sap of a tree. The sap hardened with the insect's body still in it.
So this is the third way. So animals can be trapped inside ice or a tree sap. That's how to form a fossil. The third way to form a fossil. The fourth way
A soft
is...
plant can change to rock over time. Here, wood from long ago slowly turned to rock over a long time.
So the fourth way is plants can turn onto rock during time, from time. Okay, now let's see what do we have next.
Fossils form very slowly in a step-by-step process. Click play to see how some fossils form.
Wow, so they are forming slowly? They take time? Of course. Or why would we call them fossils then?
Many fossils form when plants or animals are buried under mud, clay, or sand. This log is buried under mud. Over millions of years, hard materials soak into the log and replace the soft parts. The result is a fossil of the log that is made of rock. We call this process petrification.
Now, the question here, what is the common thing that can happen to all the ways? They all need what to form a fossil? Yeah, Ahmed. They all need to do what? Do they all need mud and sand?
No.
Yes. To form a fossil, they all need mud and sand to form. And sometimes, yes?
I watch Kong.
You watch Kong. Yes, me too. I watch it too. It's a good one. Okay, Ahmed. Yes, as you said, not all of them, because some flies can be trapped where in ice and not mud and sand. But most of the fossils, they are covered in mud and stayed over there for long time. That's how they form a fossil. Okay, guys? Do you want to see this again? Please focus with me to see this one more time. One more time.
Many fossils form when plants or animals are buried under mud, clay, or sand. This log is buried under
So they are buried under mud, clay, or sand. So if plants are buried just like this, in this way, they will become fossils after a long time.
mud. Over millions of years, hard materials soak into the log and replace the soft parts. The result is a fossil of the log that is made of rock.
Now, how they became hard from the outside, because after millions of years, hard materials are going down under the mud to replace the soft area with the hard materials.
We call this process petrification.
And this
Many
process, we call it petrification. Okay, guys? Do you have any question, my dear? Let me stop recording now to answer your questions. Okay? Just a minute.